Okay.
Yep.
Are we live?
We should be.
We should be live.
Happy Saturday, May 16th, here at Rock City Music Company. See if these mics are working this week.
Yeah.
Last week I whipped my mic across the room because I'm so tired of playing this game with Facebook.
Oh, I know.
We may have to switch our live streams to YouTube and then just feed it to Facebook.
We can always try that.
Because that may be better, honestly.
Yeah.
Is my feeling. Waiting for somebody to tell us if this is working.
Yeah.
But in the meantime, I'm just going to start because, why not? Like I said, Saturday Morning Live, that's our standard day of sounds good. Pat Middlestat says sounds good.
Yeah.
So thanks, Pat.
Yeah, definitely. Thank you, Pat. And I'm noticing, how I was saying we have the microphone icon on here that would glow like full green. I can see it moving up and down, but it's a super faint wave.
Okay.
Like almost like a sound
Facebook
wave.
changed it again. So, well, at least we know it's working. That's all that matters. Yeah. Let's talk about some happenings around here. So today we have a Bleachers listening party for their album that comes out next week.
Yeah.
Comes out next Friday, right?
Yep.
So there's some giveaway items. It starts at 2 o'clock today. It's free to attend. You can shop the store as well. It's not like everybody has to sit in a chair like at our standard events.
Yes.
These are just hangout events. So Bleachers today, 2 p.m., free to attend. Giveaway items, you can get a poster of the band. We also have some of these album flats, and one lucky person will win a signed album flat signed by the band, right?
It's signed by, I think, that guy. Right
the guy that looks like he drank too much?
I think he's the main guy in the band.
Does this guy look partied out? He looks like he's had one too many.
The signature looks like some sort of hieroglyphic.
Some sort of symbol.
Yeah.
Well, either way, you can stop in today. You can enter to win the signed album flat, and you can also enter to win a pair of tickets to see Bleachers at Michigan Lottery Amphitheater, courteous of our friends at Live Nation Michigan.
Indeed.
Was that a good read?
Yeah.
Did I Howard Stern that enough?
You didn't even have to read a cue card.
Right. I should have burped in the middle of it. That would have been the most Howard Stern thing. I should have cued you in for what? For what? A burp? Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Nobody burps like Lauren. I'll tell you that much.
You need to work on your deep, close to the mic voice. So when you first wake up.
Yes.
Is when we should do these.
The guttural.
I'll just bust in your bedroom with a phone and camera and a light too.
Also out this week, a 2 LP collection celebrating the 60th anniversary of Beach Boys' Pet Sounds. Phenomenal record.
Yeah.
One of the best ever. There's about 17 new releases involving Pet Sounds. Yeah. So there's the standard 60th anniversary press. There's the one step that Capitol did, which is a mono press, and I've heard nothing but great things. We have those coming in next week from the fine folks at Analog Productions. And then this is highlights from the 4-disc CD box set, which I think came out for the 30th anniversary.
Yeah.
Must-own box set. I bought mine used at Encore Records in Ann Arbor when I was 14.
Right.
Mint condition. It was $12.99.
I always have to bring it up. Remember when we went to go see the Beach Boys?
So Scotty and I saw the Beach Boys with Brian Wilson 50th anniversary tour. They had all the surviving members together, and they played literally 60 songs.
Yeah.
They took a break in the middle, remember, and they showed that cool montage, and then they came back and did all the Pet Sound stuff. They did almost this whole record.
I felt like they played the whole thing.
It was phenomenal. It was a great show.
Yeah.
And remember, it started at 7. And it was done by 9, even with the intermission. The sun was still out when they were done.
The sun was out when we were leaving.
Yeah, the only time I've ever seen Pine Knob backed up with what are those motorized carts?
Yeah, there's so many of them.
What is that? The 3-volt? Did you a favor?
Yeah.
I can't think of what those are called though.
I mean, some people
Jazzy.
Yeah,
that's what I was thinking of.
Well, some people call them Rascals.
Well, yeah, Rascals. Well, Jazzy's a brand. It's like saying jet ski. It's actually personal watercraft. is what the item is called. Jet ski is a brand.
Yeah.
Like jacuzzi, like Kleenex. I need a Kleenex. Actually, you need a tissue. Kleenex is a brand.
Most people's
You're welcome.
favorite moment of anyone on a Rascal or one of those carts is from that episode of Seinfeld. But mine is from one time I was at Farmer Jack when it was still around in Hazel Park.
Yeah.
And we saw this guy on one, and he had the basket in the front, the basket in the back, and the foot platform, all loaded with Sunny Delight.
Sunny Delight.
He might as well have been pulling a pallet.
That's incredible.
It was so great.
Blue Note, classic vinyl series, Donald Byrd, The Catwalk, great stuff. Reissues from the Cramps. You know, they're from Akron.
They are from Akron.
I was just in Akron earlier this week to spend some time with the fine folks at Earthquaker Devices. Myself and Ducky and Silas, we took a trip down there. We also stopped at the Akron Historical Museum, and that's a experience all in its own. But the Cramps are from Akron, but there was no mention of the Cramps in the Akron Historical Museum.
But I heard Ray Charles played there once.
I was going to say they did have a poster of Ray Charles and B.B. King, not because they're from Akron, but because they played a gig there once together. So.
Do you think they went on the Akron lot?
I'm not sure. They could have. There was a blues club right behind the Akron lot. Listen, if you want to know a lot about Akron, you can come in and talk to me, and I will inform you of all the great stuff I saw at the Akron Historical Museum. Did you know Akron was known as the Rubber City?
Oh, yeah.
Because of Goodyear tires?
Yep.
Yes. A lot of great stuff happened in Akron. But the what's that? LeBron James is from Akron, and let me tell you something, Dwayne. He was featured on one of the 34 interactive screens that they have. Yes. Yeah, they had him front and center. Trust me. No memorabilia from him. He was just mentioned on the interactive screen.
No jersey hanging or anything like that. High school.
But he is from Akron. LeBron James is from Akron. Like I was saying though, the Cramps, legendary. Both of these records must own. They're from Akron, not mentioned at the Akron Historical Museum. Here you go, Lauren. You ready?
Yeah.
Finally reissued. Eve 6.
It's self-titled.
The next Super Jam, I think, is just going to be probably the greatest one ever.
Yeah.
And it's just going to be Inside Out 12 times.
There we go. Let's do it. Inside Out. Is Inside Out track 2 on here?
Yep.
I have to admit, for the longest time, I thought, what is it? It Ends Tonight by All American Rejects?
Yes.
I thought that was Eve 6.
Could be.
Don't they have this Here's to Tonight? Isn't there another song like that?
There's another, I don't know if that's Eve 6.
I think it is. I think that's why I was getting turned around. Maybe not. I don't know. I was relying on you to be able to tell me this. There we go.
All American Rejects was just here this weekend.
I know, we talked about it.
Yeah.
By the way, All American Rejects, I'm sure you're watching this. We've been tagged numerous times for you guys to come here, to play here. I've submitted how you want us to submit. Nobody ever reaches back out. Help out a local business.
Right.
And come here and play for your diehard fans.
Don't reject us.
Don't reject us. I'm a big fan. I looked at their set list of what they played the other night, and I was like, I know 7 of these 10 songs. Like, those guys are killing it. This came out last week, but I just wanted to feature it again. Social Distortion, Born to Kill, their first album in 15 years, but a hot seller for us. Mm-hmm. Scotty's been playing the hell out of it.
I watched a few live performances last night. They've been doing stuff around California. Mm-hmm. They played Fingerprints Records, and then they also played at the In-N-Out Burger soundstage, which you can watch on YouTube.
Now see.
Pro Shot. It sounds great.
There we go.
One of my favorite moments was after Mike Ness finished the song and handed his tech his gold top. His tech handed him another gold top that was exactly the same.
Yeah, how did he know the difference?
Yeah.
Or feel the difference?
Right. There was a different colored rose at the headstock.
No, there you go. That's how he knows
printed
that.
Either.
We are still in the midst of Acoustic Month. Oh, I want to give a shout out real quick before we get into another sales pitch. The fine folks over at Huber Breeze celebrating their 54th anniversary this weekend. Amazing. Not a lot of stores can do that. And of course, Paul Huber, he's like a god in this industry. So shout out to them, the fine folks over at Huber Breeze, Paul and Hans and Jeff and Robbie and everybody else that's there, Paul Kramer. Those guys are great people, and they're celebrating a landmark anniversary. I went to the 50th anniversary Huber Breeze party, which I can't believe was already 4 years ago.
Yeah.
I can't believe that.
They're the same age I am.
That was also the legendary night. Goldfish didn't go with me, but he came by afterwards and he fell down the basement stairs with a full pizza. So that's how I always remember that specific day. The pizza was fine, and that was actually the question Goldfish asked. Is the cheese bread okay, is what he said.
Well, he's laid face down in a carpet.
Yep.
He's concerned about the cheese bread.
Yeah, he tumbled down. It was good. It was like something out of Scooby-Doo. He just, boom. All right. Acoustic Month here at Rock City Music Company. We've been talking about this a ton for the last couple of weeks, and we are still celebrating because it's a full month of acoustics, right?
That's right.
Last week I showed you a mix of, it was pretty much all Taylor. So this week I pulled down 4 guitars that I've just been loving to play and hear and look at. One's a new arrival. No, actually 3 of them are new arrivals. I'm sorry. 3 are new arrivals. And then 1 is just a guitar I think should be featured. So want to talk to you about that. We got 2 Martins, 2 Taylors. Again, the promotion right now, if you bring in an applicable trade, and that means anything that we want. You can even bring in records. Bring some records in, bring another guitar in, bring an amp in, pedal, anything. Bring it in, trade it towards a brand new acoustic guitar, and we're going to give you 10% off that acoustic, as well as good money on your trade.
Yeah.
Right? Lauren was knocking out a couple trades last Saturday.
Yeah.
Saturday's a good trade day. Scotty had one a couple days ago towards a Taylor.
Yeah.
Got a Taylor out the door with a cool trade. The cool vintage Gibson amp that will be going out here probably in the next week or so.
Yeah.
So it's happening. It's working. No better time than now to buy a brand new acoustic guitar, right?
That's right.
It's almost bonfire season. Now, Lauren, is it bonfire or bombfire? Is it library or library?
It's library, but sometimes I say library because it makes people mad.
Right,
Yeah.
like me.
Like Valentine's.
Yeah, I was just going to say like Valentine's Day.
Yeah.
Valentine's Day. Valentine's Day.
Years ago when I was working for Borders, I used to hear teenagers in the magazine section talking to their friends on their cell phone saying, yeah, I'm at the library right now.
Ooh.
At Borders.
At Borders. So not only you're not at the library.
Yeah. Well, yeah, there's no
At
such
all.
thing as the library. So you would be at the library,
Yeah.
which is not a bookstore.
Right.
Unreal.
They don't charge.
They don't charge, right? Scotty, let me as we're making the journey here to the acoustic room. How many times did you at Borders have to throw somebody out for acting like it was the library? And by that I mean pulling a book off the rack and sitting in the coffee area and reading it.
Unfortunately, we couldn't do that. They let them sit and read all day. There were people that showed up every day, and there were, I think more than that, it was just the amount of people that came in just to completely destroy the restroom. And I don't mean just, they just had a bad movement. I mean, for some reason it was everywhere but in the toilet. To the point where you'd hear jokes on Conan O'Brien. So it must have been a nationwide epidemic.
Something.
It happened at CVS, I'll tell you that.
It seems to happen in any public place.
Yeah.
And the older I get, the more I misunderstand how there could be such a disaster in public bathrooms.
Yeah, the amount of people that would have a stack of books next to them, like when I was at the Birmingham Borders, there was the cafe, and you'd get people that hung around up the stairs all day, but on the couches. Some people would just lay down and take a nap.
Oh.
Couldn't stop that either, because they were in every day. And some of these people would walk away and buy stuff, and then some of them just came in every day just to sit and read for free.
Jason says, it looks like you, Nick, when you party too hard. Yeah, amen. I usually am not head down, though. I'm like on my back. And Jason also said, Farmer Jack, damn, I missed that place. They had the best chocolate milk.
Yeah.
That's true.
Great logo, too.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Jerry Like is watching. Hi, Jerry.
Hey, Jerry.
What's up?
Hello, Jerry.
Hello, Newman. All right, let's talk about acoustic guitars. Thanks for answering if you ever threw anybody out for reading.
How many books were flagged?
Yeah, how many books were flagged for being in the bathroom?
Yeah, I don't know about flagged for in the bathroom, but we did have a number of experiences in the photo book department where there would be nudes, and we would get some saucy characters that like to drool. Leave it at that.
Okay, just getting to us this week, a brand new arrival from the fine folks at Taylor. This is the Gold Label 810E. You guys know I've been talking a ton about the Gold Label series, and the best way to describe the Gold Label series, in my opinion, is vintage look and sound with modern playability. Yeah. Feels great, sounds great, and it looks traditional. I love these guitars. We do hear a lot of people, and I've probably touched on this in the live videos, a lot of traditional Martin players that say, oh, I don't like how the Taylors sound. I don't like how they feel. Whatever, that's fine. Everybody likes their own stuff. These are the guitars I always put in the traditional player's hands because they feel like a Taylor, but not exactly like the standard models. So really cool stuff here. Fanned V-class bracing, which really helps with the projection of the guitar. You notice this is the square shoulder dreadnought model, so this is much more like a traditional acoustic. Torrefied Sitka spruce top, and then Honduran rosewood back and sides. Solid, of course. Beautiful, beautiful guitar.
That's nice.
And when I took this out of the case, a lot of the acoustics go up on the wall without me touching them, but this one I actually was part of the unboxing. And just strumming it has that full-bodied sound, nice resonance, nice tone. And you'll notice it reacts very much to my hand, so you don't compromise any of the low end or the high end, even with strumming quietly. And then you give it a full-bodied sound. Beautiful guitar.
I want to point out, too, on that pick guard, that's a die cut.
Yes.
On there, so that's die cut down to the wood. That's something you don't see that often.
Correct.
I like it.
And, of course, it comes with a hard shell case. LR Bags Element pickup, which is specific to these models. Really, really nice guitar. I just can't say enough about these Gold Labels. I'm blown away by the tone of them and the playability. Beautiful premium piece. It is a little pricey, but that's okay because you get what you pay for.
That's right.
As our Taylor rep Mike Venezia likes to say, what's your price for fun? Because what you find is the components and everything working together really make it a beautiful, unique instrument. So when you start going, well, maybe I can live without the electronics, maybe I could live without the Honduran rosewood, then you're into a different price point, you're into a different model.
Yeah.
It's not the same thing. I love this guitar. I can't get enough of this guitar. You guys have heard me say before, it's rare that I sit and play something for a long period of time. I did with the Jason Isbell last month when we did the video on that from Martin. I did truly love that guitar. This is a whole different beast, and I truly love this guitar as well.
Yeah, you were playing Dust in the Wind for like 30 minutes the other day.
This is another Taylor Gold Label. This is the 717 model, so you'll notice it's a little longer. This is the Grand Pacific shape, a little tighter up here, a little wider down here. And still Sitka spruce top, and then Indian rosewood back and sides. Yeah. So this is much more like your traditional acoustic makeup. The pairing we've known and loved for a very long time. I don't know exactly how long, probably 100 years. You'll notice this one's even, it seems like it's even louder.
Yeah, it's brighter too.
And again, the fan V-class bracing on here, LR bags, element pickup, they both have the action control neck, ebony boards. These are just beautiful pieces. And I love how this thing sounds.
Yeah.
So nice. This is, of course, a sunburst finish, which I tend to like. I know sometimes people don't like different finishes on acoustic guitars. They want them to just look natural, or the mahogany look, which of course is natural as well. But I really like this aesthetic of this guitar. And it's very comfortable here. You still get the nice projection from the bottom end, the low end. Love these guitars. We also have the concert size gold label in as well. And one more. 514, so we have a grand auditorium as well. So 4 different body styles in the Taylor Gold Label series. So something for everybody. Different price points, different components. Come down, we'll put them in your hands. We can plug them in, you can check them out. We'll plug them into the Taylor Circa 74 amp, the best sounding acoustic amp I've ever heard.
Yeah.
And you can fiddle around on them and see which ones you like, see which components you like, because the wood makeups are different, the body shapes are different. But there is something for every kind of player. So I highly encourage you to check these out. Also, from Martin, we have the HD28, an iconic model, of course, from Martin, the D28. The HD28 is similar to the gold labels in when I say this looks like your traditional D28, but it has some modern adjustments made to it. So the neck is a little bit more comfortable. You'll know some people say occasionally that the Martin necks are large, and they are. They can be. This one's got a lower profile, or a smaller profile, I should say. Whoop. Again, spruce top, Indian rosewood back and sides. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. 2-piece back, herringbone overlay on the top, scalloped X bracing. A beautiful full-bodied guitar. Open gear tuners. You got the volute on the back, of course. Very nice guitar. And then, in the same vein, this is brand new for you this year. This is the Martin Super HD28. Why is it super? Because it's bigger.
Oh, I thought it had a cape.
We can put a cape on it. Put a cape on you when you're walking out the door with it,
That's
running
right.
out the door like this. Super HD28, 20% larger than the HD28. So, little larger, more bass response, still very comfortable, but you'll notice right away that bass. Still spruce top and Indian rosewood back and sides. Beautiful, beautiful piece. These were all the talk at the NAMM show because it's not quite a jumbo, but it's bigger than the standard model. So it offers a little bit more in that bass response. The bracing is moved a little bit further forward, which helps with the projection. And I believe it's scalloped bracing on this, I believe. I may be incorrect on that. But either way, you can hear the difference in tone right away. Love it. In fact, I don't know. That might have been my favorite one we played today.
Yeah?
It's just the bass response.
There's definitely some low end.
It's unbeatable.
Taken from that.
Yes. So come down. That, of course, that's just 4 guitars, two Taylors, 2 Martins. But we have, I don't know, 80 guitars in here? I don't know what it is. And we've even got some banjos and some mandolins. We didn't talk about that last week, so mention it this week. So we've got something for everybody. And it's Acoustic Month, which means you should come down, you should trade some stuff in, and walk out of here with a brand new acoustic guitar. Just bring in an applicable trade, and we're going to give you 10% off your purchase along with your trade. A lot of great stuff to play, and there's no better time for an acoustic guitar than the spring going into the summer. You're going to be outside, got the Traveler style, we got the full-size dreadnoughts, we got the big-bodied stuff, the gold labels as I just showed. So something here for everybody. We're here until 6 today. Myself, Scotty, and Lauren. We would be happy to take care of you. Come down and see us and join us for the Bleachers release party or listening party today at 2 p.m. So there's multiple reasons to come down and see us today at Rock City. Thanks for tuning in. Appreciate you.